Hello. So I had recorded a quick demo earlier of using Bleass Arpeggiator, which just came out today, and I posted it to the Audiobus forums as just an example of what you could do with it using some modulations. I decided that was audio only. I decided that it might be a little more useful for people if I posted a video walkthrough of how I set it up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And unfortunately, Ape Matrix lost my session that I was using for it, so we're going to set it up here from scratch. So first, I'm going to add Bleass Arpeggiator, and you'll notice I'm on the MIDI tab. So it does work as an instrument as well, but we want to use it as a MIDI effect so that it sends MIDI to another instrument. And I'm just going to say OK. And then we want to add our synth. So in this case, we go to Instrument. And in this case, I'm using Caspar from Yonak. And then I'm going to add Atom to get some notes. Maybe we could try it with Chord Bud. I'm going to do that. I think that might be easier than setting up Atom. And then, yeah, we'll stop with that for now. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, and then we're going to go into the MIDI routing, and we're going to route Bleass Arpeggiator, the output from that, into our instance of Caspar, and the MIDI from scale or chord bud into the arpeggiator. And then for our audio routing, pretty simple. We're just going to route Caspar into the speakers. And now we should be ready. So let's set up a quick sequence in chord bud, and we'll do a Phrygian. C Phrygian's fine. So let's do like D flats, F minor. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 5. Whatever. 7. Okay, cool. And now let's go into Caspar, and I'm just going to choose a preset here. I have no idea. Let's see. I haven't used any of these presets before, but let's look at new wave presets. Let's try this. Let's try this vintage saws. See how that sounds. I'm gonna really quickly route the keyboard into Caspar, and we can hear it first. Oh yeah, that's nice. We could use that. All right. So now, if I hit play, beautiful. Very pretty, and we have it arpeggiating and everything, so that's pretty cool. Now, let's see what we can do here to make it even more interesting. So I have a preset here that I created called Melody Generator. I'm going to load that up here and take a look at it. First, let's hear what it sounds like. Now, what's interesting about this preset is that a straight arpeggiator is going to be playing the same rhythm over and over again. But what's more interesting and more fun about a good melody is obviously that it changes rhythm, and you might go from something fast to something a little slower by changing from eighth notes to quarter notes to half notes, whatever. So that's been something that I've been doing in Bitwig for a long time, is modulating the rate of the arpeggiator to give it more of a melodic feel, and it's not something I've really been able to do easily in on my iPad using step polyarp as my go-to arpeggiator. It's not something I've really been able to do easily, so it's really nice to see this here and be able to set it up. So what uh, what I've done here now, let's go to a default and we'll just start it from scratch. Okay, so when I play this now, so it's just the same rhythm over and over again, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to go into motion, and this is the motion sequencer, and this is in a lot of the Bleass plugins, and it's really nice. And we're going to set the destination to the trigger rate multiplier. So with the trigger rate multiplier, almost any arpeggiator is going to give you an option for setting the rate. So this is like, do I want it to be 16th notes? Do I want it to be eighth notes? So like an eighth note, or I can make it quarter notes. But then there's also this multiplier. So if I set the multiplier to 2, so now we have half notes. So if I set this to 4, then we should have a bar. Yeah. So what we can do is we have motion here, and we've set the destination as trigger rate multiplier. Now what I'm going to do to find, because I don't want to just set this to 100% fully, right? That would be insane, because then we get like, if I move this, let's change these to gates. So this is, you can change these to be like waves, shapes, or to be gates. And the gates, since this is not something that needs to be gradually changed, this is just something that this is a specific value, so we can use the gates, and we just tell it what value we want for each step. So just so you can hear what happens if I turn this all the way down, we're going to let this run around here once. So that's a little bit insanely fast, which I don't really want. So what I'm going to do is keep this all the way down, and then find the, and then we're going to tweak the amount until we find what the best value, the best sound for our maximum. So let's do that. I think that's pretty good. So our amount is 22%. So now let's try it. Let's try it high, and just see if we have a good. So this will tell us if our starting value is good. It's not bad, but I think we could probably change the resolution here. No, that doesn't work. So let's put that back. Why don't we change our rate, our starting rate here to eighth note? Okay, so that sounds good. So now what we got to do is start playing it. We can find some good values in here that sound interesting. You can just play around. And it's already starting to sound like a melody. that's a good start. Another thing we can do, just to make it sound a little better, we can add some randomness to the velocity. Happens if we do 100%. I actually don't know what this patch that I have in Casper does for velocity, so it might not be doing a whole lot. But we could also change the play mode here. So another thing I sometimes like to do, just to give it some variation, is put a random LFO on the gate length. Now you want to be careful here because you could get like some really short gates. So once again, I'm going to tweak the amount slowly so we can see what kind of effect it's having. And let's sync this to eighth notes or so that we get changes fairly often. Okay. Seems like we may not have chosen the best preset for this. I'm gonna go and let's try something different here. What if we did? Let's try the saw skip here. Saw stop. Let's Jump Hunter. That's pretty. Square lead, yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's not the prettiest, but it should get the points across here. So you can hear the gates changing. The gate length. Some of them are shorter, some of them are longer. But that's how a melody goes. Let's see if our velocity is. Yeah, I can hear the velocity now. So, yeah. So it's just one thing that you can do to make more varying patterns. If I remember right from reading, I think we could record this too. Let's find out what happens. So I'd added an instance of Atom piano roll here, and we're going to take the output from the arpeggiator into Atom. I'm just curious what happens here if we record. Yes. Nice. Yeah. So if you set the number of bars correctly, it'll work fine. But yeah, so you can record this in too, which is really nice. So you could get a pattern you like. You can record it and then tweak it from there. So just a way that you could generate melodies or get some ideas going. I hope this is useful, and let me know. Comment on either on this video or comment on gonna post this in the Audiobus forum. Let me know if this is useful. Let me turn off the sound. Let me know if this is useful or not in comments, and maybe I'll make more videos. Who knows? All right. Thanks for watching.